Lay. Sir. Yeah. Yeah.
Kane is in the building, nigga.
Alright, already the show goes on all night. Till the morning we dream so long. Anybody ever wonder when they will see the sun? Just remember when you come up, the show goes on. Alright, already the show goes on all night. Till the morning we dream so long. Anybody ever wonder when they will see the sun? Just remember when you come up, the show goes on.
Hi and welcome to my big red couch. Today I'm actually in Port St. Lucie with acclaimed chef Ron Duprat, and I'm just going to read a little bit of his bio before I launch into my questions. And Ron Duprat is an acclaimed chef known as a fierce competitor on the season 6 of Bravo's Top Chef. He's an expert in exotic flavors. We love exotic flavors, a restaurateur, and the author of My Journey of Cooking. Duprat is affiliated with organizations that contribute and give back to the culinary community and people all over the world, including American Culinary Federation, Real Men Charities, Inc., Black Culinary Alliance, No Hungry Kids, the College of Culinary Arts in Miami, and First Lady Michelle Obama's Next Move, and Basil Magazine's Chef Council. Ron Duprat loves the profession as it provides the perfect outlet for his passion and creativity. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Can you just share a little bit of your background with us? Because I just heard you describe, and I didn't know this about you, that you were homeless for a little while. I know you're from Haiti. Can you just give us just like a snapshot of your background?
My background evolved as a kid from Haiti who had big dreams to come to America, to become huge, and to do something bigger than Hiroshima. And the way to get there is my discipline from where I start to where I am, to be culinary ambassador for the State Department, and a voice for No Hungry Kids, a voice for ANOA of West Palm Beach, a voice for Food for the Poor, a voice for Fleur de Vie, and so many other things which I care about, and I make my #1 priority to make sure no kid go to bed hungry at night.
Wonderful. And when did you first know you wanted to be a chef?
My love to be a chef started at a young age. As you know, where I'm from, for a male at the time, culinary profession wasn't #1 priority. And you know, base and background, you have to be a lawyer, a doctor, a politician, something different, or an engineer. As you know, this wasn't too popular when I decided I want to be a chef. But I always want to make a lot of money. But I think that was a way for me to take care of myself, my family, and to do something different, to be a positive role model for young chefs.
Exactly. And can you share a little bit with us about your training? Where did you graduate from? What culinary school did you graduate from?
First, before I was able to get enough money to go to school, I went to School of Hard Knocks. And after that, I went to CIA, Culinary Institute of America. And after that, I wanted to do international cuisine. I went to La Véronne, École de Cuisine in France, because there are so many great chefs in America. I want to be better than them, because as you know, to be the best, you have to beat the best.
Yes.
So that's why I always push the envelope to do something different, to do something we've never done before. From something new I'm doing, whatever I cook fast, I cook it slow. Whatever I cook slow, I cook it fast. Take my culinary journey in the different new dimension, where what can I do different than the next guy next door? Everything has been done before, but I have an opportunity to leave a legacy. So I'm not just a chef. I'm a chef who tell the kids you can be who you want, what you want, and what you want to do for the future.
And I just heard you just say to someone in the audience that as long as it's in your mind, you can do it.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, as long as that. And so can you tell us, looking back, can you even possibly envision the success that you've been having in your life? Did you have any idea that this is where you would be in this present moment in time?
never expect that. And this is a great journey. My life has changed for better and stronger after Top Chef. And I think Top Chef was a great opportunity to showcase my talent to the whole world. Whether you're black, white, Asian, Latino, Native American, you can do whatever you want as long as you put your mind into it. To me, I do not look at myself as a black chef or as a Haitian chef. I look at myself as a chef who want to do something different, never been done before. A kid from Haiti can walk to the White House and hang with the president or be part of the Big Brothers initiative, you know what I'm saying, and Let's Move initiative. So to me, it's a dream. As the same token, it's an accomplishment. And which there's so much more to be done, you know. As you know, hunger in obesity is a very big part of what's going on right now, but we're going to try every hard, make sure no kids go to bed hungry.
And I know you're working on that here in this country, in the U.S. Are you also working on something like that for your hometown back in Haiti?
Well, I'm working with Food for the Poor.
Okay.
I actually have a campaign going to make sure no kids go to bed hungry all over the world. You know, Haiti, I just started the campaign with Food for the Poor. We have a great initiative. We try to raise enough money to make sure there's some food go back home also, you know.
Okay, and how did you get started with Michelle Obama's Let's Move initiative?
I was a board member at Flippany in Florida. Florida introduced nutrition to youth. And I was part of the movement when they started Fort Lauderdale. I was part of the movement, and I was one of the lucky hand-picked chefs to come to the White House to make that possible.
Oh, wonderful. That must have been, and like you said, that would have been something that you never even really envisioned when you first started out. And
Never.
So that I can just, what kind of advice would you give to someone, not only just a young person, but even someone from out of Haiti that are kind of like pursuing their dreams? What number one piece of advice that you would give to them?
You have to be yourself. Do not take no shortcut. Don't try to be somebody else. Just be you. You cannot leave no other one legacy. You gotta leave your own legacy, because this is something like you will take. I mean, like no one can decide they're gonna drive for you today. You have to really want to know you want to be the driver, not the passenger.
Awesome, I love that answer. And how did you become a contestant on Top Chef? And what was that experience like for you?
This is like questions. I can sugarcoat this, or I can tell you the whole truth.
Tell me the whole truth, because the name of the tagline for my show is Real Conversations, Real People, Real Life. So you can tell me.
I was the executive chef for Ocean Properties,
Okay.
OPL. I was working for Valentine, and I was cooking in the line. It was so busy. And I received a call from Magical Elf in LA that said we wanted you to be a contestant in Top Chef. And I thought that was my friend playing game with me. I hang up, I said, fuck you. That's what I said. And then the person called back again. They said, well, I'm from Magical Elf. I said, if you're really from Magical Elf, give me a number, I will call you back. So they give me a number, and I forget. I never call back.
Oh, wow.
And 2 weeks later, they call back again.
They really wanted you.
Yes, they say they get my name through James Beard. This season, they're looking for some of the best chefs in America. So I was lucky enough to win. I went through LA, went through the whole process, and after that, I was in the show.
Awesome. And I think I read somewhere that you're getting into wines now.
Yes. I'm the new ambassador for Black Elk Wine, where I'm working with the farmers in Spain, where the way we grow the grapes. As you know, everyone knows Napa is the capital wine of the world, but I want to do something different. I want to bring Black Elk wine to the Caribbean, where there's the Moscato, just one gold, and the Tempranillo, just one silver. And I just want to do something different, because I believe the big boys, part of the $3 trillion in the hospitality industry, I want a piece of it. If I want a piece of it, there's so many different things I have to do different than the guy who came before me.
And I know you talked briefly to the audience about GMOs and trying to get GMOs out of our foods, and then you said you wanted to put Mickey D's out of business in the next 15 years. And being someone that suffered with cancer, it's very important to me to know more about what you're talking about, because I've heard so much about GMOs in your food and how food can kill you and it can make you sick. So this is something that I'm also really interested in. Can you just share a little bit about this?
Well, as you know, there's so many diseases out there, and doctors can give you as many pills they want.
Yes.
But till we go back to the basic and find out what's growing our food, what's in the pesticides, you know what? We're not doing anything. We have to go back to the basic, find out why we have to use pesticides and everything. Don't have to be organic, but why can we grow food normally? So if you take a kid 20 years ago,
yes,
and you take a kid today, you don't need to be a doctor, you don't need to be a scientist, you don't need to be doing, there's a problem, and there's a big problem. We know the GMO boys have a lot of money.
Yes.
But what can we do? For me, as a community organizer, as a chef, as a diplomat, as a humanitarian, what can we do to do something different, to get in the room, to say enough is enough? We will not purchase anything with GMO. Till we all get together, that won't make any difference, because you know they pay the politicians so much money and we can't touch them. But chefs have some homework and they have some real work to do. I think that's one of the things we need to work on, because so many people die of cancer. You know, there's so many other things, not just cancer. It's just like there's so many other things, you know what I'm saying?
Things that we've never heard of before, autoimmune diseases. I met a lady in Kansas a couple months ago, and she was telling me, oh, I have 8 autoimmune diseases and the doctors can't cure me. I'm like, 8? And she has no clue half of the names of half of them. So you are right. We need to go back to the basics, because I grew up in the Caribbean, you grew up in the Caribbean, you know we weren't sick like that.
You know that, yeah. Like you go to the backyard, you pick up
yes,
a mango or an avocado, or you pick up your fresh herbs, and you know, the list goes on, you know, whether it's ginger or lemongrass or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Just like, it's become concerning more and more to me. And I want to be politically correct what I want to say. It's just like typically in the minorities, African American, Native American, it's became more, we suffer more than that in anyone else. It just, I honestly believe there's a big problem. But no one take time out to really talk about it, because it's so politically correct.
Well, it is, but I've noticed there are a lot of people who are now coming out and talking about it. We're hearing all about gluten-free, and you know, I'm into online. People, educate the consumers want to be more educated. So if you have someone like you, top chef, and you're talking about these things, people want to listen and they want to hear this information. So collectively, we can all get together and make a change. But I think it's about educating the consumers, because once the consumers are educated, we can decide where we want to spend our money.
That's correct. And this is a collective effort of everyone. Because there's no color barrier in that.
No.
It's just like, we all have to make a difference. We all have to do something different. We all have to decide what we want to do from where we are to where we're going. It's just like there's so many other things I could be talking about. But now we're talking about GMOs.
Yeah.
If every chef take time out to do their research to see what's going on, I guarantee you we can make a difference.
And speaking of chefs, who's your favorite chef? Apart from yourself.
My favorite chef, I have so many of them, because as you know, I have mentors, some of the chefs I work with and I still talk to every day. Chef Randall Cox, Chef Adam Savage, Kevin Ruff, Jaime Girozzano, and my fellow Haitian chef, Chef Juven Jean, Chef David Desno, Chef Stephen Durant. There's so many great chefs who are doing so many great things, but who are not TV chefs, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
One of the Haitian chefs, Chef Juven Jean, a couple years ago, one of the best chefs in the Caribbean. He did something never been done before. But that's not a chef who want to be on TV, who want to be on TV, who want to be known. But he's doing so many great things or Chef David, who's like went back to Haiti to teach young Haitian chefs, or Chef Stephen Durand, who went back to Haiti to give back to Haiti to make sure there's more better Haitian chefs coming after us. Because as you know, we are there for a period of time, and we need young chefs to replace us.
Of course.
So, you know, I'm so proud of those guys, what they're doing, and I'm the #1 fan. I always support them, and I would call Joe Vance on the phone and said, Chef Joe, do you need anything? What can I do to help you? Because I know they're doing so much, and they're not looking to be on TV.
Exactly.
And they don't care if they're in the paper, but they're doing so much to give back to their homeland.
And speaking of giving back to your home, how often do you go back home?
I go back home a lot. I was just back home January 14th. As a culinary ambassador, Haiti is on my mind. There's so many things. I want to start the slow food movement in Haiti. I want to start a farmer initiative where farmers, they all can put their mango together, they all can put their watermelon together, they all can put their potato together and sell it as a group. Because the one thing I want to do, in Haiti, farmers, I don't think they have the respect they deserve. My job, before I do, one of the things I take real personal is to make sure farmers in Haiti get recognized. If a Haitian farmer become the celebrity, we chefs taking the back step. Like, let him know they grow food for us.
Yes.
It's easier to go to Miami to buy something, but you know what? It's gonna be a lot easier if you can buy it in Haiti.
Yes.
Like we have the UN in Haiti. They're taking so much money from Haiti, but they're not buying nothing from Haiti. First thing I will kick them out. Wow. Get out of here. If you want to be here, let's spend some of that money you want in the Haitian economy. Let's make it better, stronger, more prosperous, so everybody can create more jobs, more tourists can come to Haiti. I think it's a collective effort.
Wonderful. And lastly, what legacy do you want to leave behind?
The legacy I want to leave behind is to make sure no kids go to bed hungry every day, to do the best I can to fight childhood obesity. Whether I will have the biggest fight with the GMO boys, whatever it takes, that's one of the legacy I want to leave behind. No kids go to bed hungry at night. You don't have to be United States, you don't have to be Haiti, you don't have to be the Caribbean, you don't have to be South Africa or Senegal. It's a whole world. It's not fair to this kid. We have so much money for kids to go to bed hungry. That's kind of my objective and my goal, and we're gonna see how we're gonna do that. And I started the campaign. I'm working with Food for the Poor. I'm working with Share Our Strength. I'm working with March and Dime to make sure we get that problem. It's not gonna be easy, but we're gonna try to do the best and work as hard as possible to make sure no kids go to bed hungry at night.
Well, thank you so much, and I want to congratulate you on all your accomplishments and wish you all success in the future. And thank you for coming to Port St. Lucie.
I'm so delighted. This tour is a Let's Move initiative tour for a better, healthier community. And we're going to take the tour to Berkeley. We're going to be in Berkeley May 24th with a few doctors, Louis Lowe and Voltaire from ANOA, Association of Haitian Nurses of West Palm Beach. We're going to take it that where there will be free health fair. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. We hope you can join us.
I hope so too. I look forward to it. And once again, thank you so much.
Delighted. Thank you for the opportunity.
And this has been My Big Red Couch. Real conversations, real people, real life. Ron Duprat.
Thank you.
Thank you.